Hey guys, this video is a small part of my 8 hours hand-painted weapon course. I will show you some modeling tips that I use it to model this sword, and they also can be used for any stylized hand-painted models proofs you are doing. So, let's go. We don't like the straight lines and flat surfaces. Most of the case we are trying to add these convex bumped forms for our models. As you see here, I just added some line in the middle and did some bumped form there, and trying to avoid very straight lines on everything. Just make them look more interesting. And same for different forms. If it's even not like a cubic stuff, we also want to convex them, like extrude and make interesting form. And when we'll be painting, it will look like much more cooler. And for this hilt, we will not going to left it like this. We'll try to find what interesting we can make. And it's already looks 10 times much more cooler with moving this middle line, adding it and making some convex and more interesting form. Just don't love the straight forms. Also, while you will be painting, you will see all these details, like the darker areas, lighter areas. This will look really cool. Okay, jumping on the next one. Let's see how this convex bumped stuff can improve this hilt. Just adjusting a couple forms for more interesting look. And there we go, that's the forms we like. And same for this crystal, we're not going left it like just straight strange thing. We always go for more interesting, and for now it's not looking super interesting, so we'll add a little bit more detail for it with these 4 vertex frames. It's our saver for stylized hand painted proofs. Now it looks like 10 times more cooler, and you can do a lot of interesting stuff with this 4 vertex 85-degree rotated stuff. Yeah, you see, it was cubic, but now it's a cool part of the hilt after we rotated it on 85-degree. Let's try to make a full hilt with it. And those forms works just great together. You can make whatever you want using this 4 vertexes stuff. We often use it for ornaments, for different lines, for spikes and so on. That way we can very cool paint the shadows, the highlights on these surfaces. And probably save the poly count, but for now no one cares about the poly count, we just need a cool look. Yep, see how much more cooler this one looks than the cubic one. And we do the same for most of the forms, just pushing this middle line and it looks cool. But we can make it look even cooler if we will do our favorite for Vertex Stuff for it. It will work much better here. And you can see how this form works much more better than just the flat surface one for that kind of details on your weapons and small props. So let's try to make similar stuff on like if you're doing some kind of chains or whatever. So what happens if you add this convex stuff? Looks already much better than the straight form, but it's not it. I would go with our favorite for Vertex Stuff. Yeah, this is the way to go. You see how much better it reads. Really cool. And we can add more polys if we want, or make it even rounder, whatever. And now let's move to the cylindric forms. As you see now, it's just a straight cylinders no one likes, and we try to make it look cool, the three cylinders at once. So we moved a little bit the first one vertexes on the end, then the middle one we made our favorite stuff with adding a line in the middle and moved some lines on middle one, and now it looks really cool. This is the way to go. We can even add like much more polys here if this will be a bigger detail, bigger size at one. And when you're working with these 4 vertex meshes, it's very easy to add some like cool details there, like this, some kind spikes or whatever. It gives some very stylized look, and I really like it. Often try to use that kind of forms. You see how easy and cool looking it is. Let's jump on the handles. And for the handles, I also try to make different forms, not going with just straight cylinder. I try to extrude a little bit here and there to make some surfaces that will be seen when we are painting the darker and lighter details. And also for the hilt we also want some silhouette too. Believe me, this will be look much more cooler than the straight one. Yep, that's some solid handle here already. Looks cool. This is the way to go. And if you have super low poly, extremely low poly one handle, you also can add some amazing details on it, and even kind of round forms. this looks much more cooler now. And we're gonna add here some gem. And yeah, from a super simple form we have a good detailed handle that will work on your weapons or props very well. And be sure not to make like super poly and good details and shapes like you see here. You don't want this in our days. You don't need safe polys like this. That's not going to work great, and it will look not cool too. So this is not the way to go. Remember, and don't do super poly stuff. Go for look like this one or even more polys. It will look great. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope some of these tips been helpful for you, and you will be able to make some amazing epic hand painted stuff. See ya in the next videos. Bye bye.